Hello guys, the DB Grinder here, back at it again with another video, and this time we have Fahrenho 11 versus Iceman 33, and this is a match of TCG format with some OCG cards that are going to be coming over here very soon. And with that being said, let's hop right into the video. So we are going to go ahead and we are going to see Fair win the rock, paper, scissors, shoot, and they're going to go first, 40 versus 40. Gotta love to see it. Opening hands, we have Prosperity, Area 0, Terraforming, Fusion, Destiny, and Strike. So this is Sky Striker with the hero package. I've actually been seeing a lot more of this recently, and I have wanted to show this off on the channel, so this is should be good. And then also they're playing Prosperity. A lot more Striker players are playing this card now. We've seen like some play it before, but now it seems like a lot more are choosing to play it. And then they have Valor, Imperm, Talents, Desires, and Mo Yi. So we have SwordSoul versus Sky Striker Hero. Now we can't tell what kind of build they're on. This could be like 10E. I doubt they're on the hero build since they are playing Desires, but they very well could be. They could also be on a pure build. Then start off with Prosperity. That's just going to banish 3. And then look at the top 3, grab Widow Anchor, put the rest back. And then set Terraforming, activate Area 0 effect. And then that's going to miss. They play Plasma. Okay. I guess like in this deck, Dasher isn't really the greatest. And like Plasma, you can like Widow Anchors take and then summon it. Alright, fair. That's kind of cool. And then activate Fusion Destiny here. And then they're going to go dump Plasma and Celestial. Celestial's broken. That card's just great follow-up. Summon out the Phoenix Enforcer. And then set some cards. Pass turn. They draw Ecclesia. So they're going to start off with Desires. Banish 10. Ecclesia is broken. This card's actually absurd. I love this card. They're going to banish and then draw. Draws into Strike and Called By. So the Called By will be good. That'll deal with the hero package. Well, some of it. They can like either hit the Phoenix Enforcer or Celestial. Looking at the banishes, we did see a lot of monsters. We see 2 Mo Yi, a Tai, and 2 Long Young. Okay, so that's actually a lot of monsters there. Special summon out Ecclesia. They're gonna activate Widow Anchor on it. Yeah, they're just gonna chain it. Oh, it's a quick effect. Wow. Yeah, a lot of people aren't used to the cards that aren't out yet, but yeah, this is definitely a quick effect. Also, an effect that a lot of people forget is if a fusion monster is sent to your graveyard end phase, you can add this card back. Very good effect. So they're going to special summon out Long Young. They don't have like a Mo Yi index, so they can't try to summon that out. And then normal summon Valor. And then activate the Phoenix Enforcer here to pop the Valor. And then activate the graveyard effect of Phoenix Enforcer. Chain Called. I feel like they probably should have just hit the Long Young. Maybe, I don't know what they're afraid of in that scenario. I feel like you just hit Long Young and like you leave Valor. But that could also get you hit by like, they could go ahead and activate like Long Young hand effect, but then you have Strike to stop that. Because then they could like Long Young, summon itself out, summon out a token, turn Long Young and Valor into Yazi hit something, summon out Tai, and then like Tai shenanigans. But that's just not happening if you have Strike. So they're gonna activate Called By, that's gonna hit the Phoenix Enforcer, and then activate Talents to draw into Valor and Bell. And then battle phase, go ahead and poke. And then main phase 2. They're going to set Strike Imperm, pass turn, draw Imperm, and then set Imperm Area 0 effect on Terraforming. So I'm not too sure why they set Imperm if they weren't going to do that. Maybe they wanted to like Celestial. But I don't know. That was kind of weird. Celestial effect to draw, and that's going to resolve, draw Avarice and Ash. So they choose not to strike that there. After knowing the opponent has no weight array or anything like that, they decide to not strike a draw 2. That is an interesting strategy. They do draw Avarice here, which is like very unusable right now. They're going to activate Terraforming. Terraforming, go grab Mystic Mine. Let's go. yeah, we're gonna skip until something happens. They do draw instant fusion there. That's gonna be really good. Rhoda, grab Ray, and then activate multi-roll effect out Mystic Mine. Like this card's pretty cool in this deck because like it's a level 4 tuner extender, but then also it can grab back Ecclesia. Well, it can make Ecclesia grab back itself. Normal summon out Ray, slap that into Hayate, and then they are going to let this go through. Battle phase attack, effect, dump engage, and then turn Hayate into Kagari, strike Kagari. I feel like, honestly, you'd probably just strike Hayate summon, right? Like, you kind of just took 15 extra for no reason, and you let them go ahead and dump and engage for the multi-roll. I feel like that was very poorly played on their part. There's been some whack plays this game so far. Draw Tai, and they're gonna activate instant fusion, pay 1,000, summon out the magic key, and that's the tuner fusion level 4. Go for Grand Duke, Solemn Strike to negate that summon, and then summon Moe, effect, reveal Tai, chain Imperm to negate. You do still have to reveal, that's the cost of this card. And then, they forgot to add back Ecclesia. It's like the best interaction with this card. Unfortunate. Draw Imperm. And then they are going to pass. Maybe last turn, instead of activating Imperm, they could have activated Widow Anchor and then multi-roll to set engage. That probably would have just been better, right? Yeah, draw Talons. And then normal summon out Tai, effect, banish, chain Widow Anchor. They're going to snatch that up. They do have plenty of spells in graveyard. Take that back. Multi-roll effect, set engage. Pass, draw Prosperity. And then they're going to set Prosperity, multi-roll effect, out Prosperity, so that way the opponent can't respond to spells this turn. Engage, grab Ray, and then draw into Valor. Yeah, just like drawing like these defensive cards are going to make it really hard for the opponent to come back. Go for Kagari, strike to negate the Kagari summon. They do have 5 monsters in graveyard now. They can go ahead and Avarice if they want to. Yeah, activate Avarice. It said can't respond. Chain Bell. Yeah, they can't respond because of multi-roll. Put those back, and then they're gonna draw into Shark Cannon and strike. So that's not the greatest. Activate Shark Cannon, special summon out the Long Young, and then set strike, set Imperm, multi-roll effect, and then this is going to set the Widow Anchor and Shark Cannon because they activated Shark and Engage, pass, draw Ecclesia, and then they're going to normal summon out Ecclesia, and then synchros those off into a Dragite. That will be met with a strike. Yeah. Tai effect, banish, chain Valor, and then activate Talents. They could have activated Imperm instead of Valor to like play around Talents, and like they know they're on Talents. Like they got hit with Talents earlier too. Talents to draw, chain Ash, and then set Valor, pass, draw Hornet, and that's a wrap. Okay, so they're gonna activate Imperm on Tai to like lock down the back row. Hornet, bring out a token. I feel like I mean, they're just trying to play around like the third strike there by activating Imperm, which I guess is like fair enough there. And then summon Kagari. Effect, try to add back the Widow Anchor. They're gonna Bell negate Kagari, attack over. And then main phase 2, link away for Shiz. And then end phase, multi-roll effect. That's going to set Widow. Shiz effect to go search. Grab Afterburners. And then they just admit defeat before even drawing. So going on to game 2 now, we are going to see SwordSoul force Sky Striker to go first. Opening hands, they have Widow, Rhoda, Area 0, Fusion Destiny, and multi-roll. So now their hand is much better this game. They can actually get to their Striker engine. And then they have Appears, Called by, Sudden Shift, Ash, and Bell. I mean, they have, you don't really need hand traps versus Striker. but they do have like a Piers and like another Xiang Gen / Worm card. So they're gonna start off by setting some cards, activate Rhoda. This is it's kind of like the theory I talked about before, to where if you set cards and then activate Rhoda, the opponent is more obligated to activate Ash Blossom because they're gonna think that these are like Widow Anchors, Psalm Strikes, Judgments, just stuff like that. So if they go ahead and Ash that, and then you're gonna activate your other cards and still get the Ray. So that was an excellent bait there. Proud of ya. Activate normal. Area 0 effect, target Ray, chain Ray, bring out Shiz, and then look at the top 3, they do miss again, unfortunate, and then activate multi-roll effect, out area 0, and then flip Fusion Destiny, playing around the Ash Blossom, summon out the Phoenix Enforcer, Shiz effect, chain Ash Blossom, and then pass turn, draw Harpies, so they're going to activate Harpies, wipe the back row, and then flip Appears. And then Appears will go ahead and search out from the deck to the hand. They're going to grab Mo Yi. And then normal summon, reveal, token. Now, right here, they're going to activate the Phoenix Enforcer to out the token. Phoenix Enforcer graveyard effect, chain called by, smack that. As if I knew it, dude, you've opened insane both games I don't want to hear. Did we get to talk about how game 1, all they opened up was Fusion Destiny and defensive cards? I don't know. I mean, kind of opened up extremely fair. A little Shiz pass is insane, I don't know. I mean, for this deck, that's like right there is like one of like the best end boards it gets, right? But they're going to go for Hayate, battle phase attack. I mean, game 2 they did open good, but game 1 it was like very mediocre. Summon, effect, try to add back, chain Bell. I mean, the opponent would stand like a better chance if they weren't just playing like the pure build. I think the pure build is just like extremely bad. I think the Tenyi build and the hero build is better. Summon Shiz, and then end phase, activate Shiz effect, grab Widow, and then pass. Draw Ash Blossom. You're gonna normal summon out Ash, synchro those into Yazi, Mo Yi effect to draw, draws into Long Young. And then Yazi effect. Ooh, this is going to be pretty good. Pop, Ray and Yazi. So they're going to summon out the Tai from deck. They're going to summon out Ray from graveyard effect. Banish, token. Ray effect to tag out. Go for Kagari. Kagari effect, add back engage. So I'm guessing they're just trying to do this before they go ahead and make the Synchro 8. Maybe they were afraid of them just not searching and just having like the effect to negate, so that way they could out like the Striker engine. But now they can still out the Striker engine, but at least they're going to have engage. Turn those into the Synchro. You're going to be getting the Synchro and the Tai effect. So go dump Sudden Shift and then search out Peak. And then Long Young, discard Peak. Special summon, bring out tokens, slap those into Ruddy Rose and Long Young effects. So they're going to burn for 12 and then banish both of the graveyards here. Okay. The thing about this is like Striker's just not in a bad position. Also, they forgot to Sudden Shift, bring out a token. That's like the free worm for you to pop with Sudden Shift. Because now they have to pop their Synchro. But yeah, like, if you're just not ending the game there, like, engage is just beating this board. They're going to go try to activate Sudden Shift. Yeah, can't do that. And then activate engage. Engage to go search. Grab Afterburners. And then, oh yeah, they don't get the draw. I was about to say draw, but everything's banished now. Activate Afterburners. Try to pop Synchro. They're going to activate Ruddy Rose Dragon effect. And this will go ahead, tribute, and negate the activation of that. But it just doesn't matter. Normal summon out Ray. And then slap that into Kagari. Kagari effect. Grab the Afterburners. Activate Afterburners. Pop the Synchro. and then slap Kagari into Hayate, battle phase, attack directly, affect the dump, and then this is going to be dumping in area 0. Main phase 2, summon Shiz, and then set Widow, set Fusion Destiny, end phase, Shiz effect to go search, grab Shark Cannon, and then pass, draw Strike, set, pass, draw Hornet, and then they're going to go main phase, yeah, not linking away. I bet you they're salty, they're like, oh, they should have linked away. I have Psalm Strike. But they're just going to attack, set, pass, draw Valor, and then set Valor, pass, draw Avarice, and then there's only 4. Like I just checked. So they're gonna get rid of Shiz, go for Kaina, and then activate Avarice, put back, and draw. The opponent chooses to not strike the Kaina summon, so I'm guessing they're just waiting for something else. Draw Prosperity and Widow. And then get rid of Kaina for Kagari on the summon. Well, I guess they actually probably should just do it on the effect. So that way they can't like make another one this turn. They don't have like Ray in graveyard or anything anyhow. So yeah, just do it on the effect. And then Hornet Drones bring out token. And then they go ahead and mid defeat. Said Striker best deck. Let's go. Let's go. So we did see SwordSoul hold the Elder. They lost 2-0. You know, honestly, like, they kind of deserve it. They should have, like, I don't know. They just, like, spoke out of turn right there. By saying, like, oh, they opened insane. Well, it's like, nah, they just have, like, if they go first and they set up, like, a Widow Anchor Valor against your deck, like, you actually just are never playing through it. Like, you're playing a pure build. Your deck actually just loses to, like, an Imperm Strike will beat you, like, every time. I mean, even, like, the other builds of the decks, I mean, even they get hurt a lot by stuff like that. It happens. You play against matchups that aren't so great, but do you need to be salty about it? No, especially when this isn't even rated. This is supposed to be just a fun testing match, so that way you and your opponent can learn more interactions post Burst of Destiny. But then, you know, yeah, you had to get salty about it. I mean, you can get salty, but just, like, don't type it out. Just be salty in your head, like, behind the computer screen. Don't, like, put it onto the computer screen. But seeing how long the match was, we can see that it was a 38-minute long match, so decently timed. Not too long, not too short. For a striker matchup, we'll take that, because some striker matchups get insanely long. But with all that being said, the DB Grinder signing off. Peace, have a nice day, stay safe.